Welcome to WCrypto.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to WCrypto. Since my last video, Bitcoin's price behavior has weakened further. About 6 days ago, I pointed out that Bitcoin had moved above a descending trend line that had capped price action since the previous high on October 6th. At that time, price even reached the first upside reference level near 94.2 thousand. However, that level was tested 3 times and rejected each time, followed by a gradual move lower. Price then found temporary support along the same descending trend line on 3 separate occasions, before finally moving below it yesterday. That move brought Bitcoin back to the 85,000 area, a level we have now seen on November 22nd, December 1st, and again today on December 16th. One constructive observation is that much of this recent movement appears to have been influenced by broader market activity, particularly shifts in the S&P and the Russell indices. Once Bitcoin began decoupling from those markets, the structure became more mechanical, with short-term liquidity levels clearly visible on the 3-day and 1-week heat maps. That sequence resulted in a familiar sideways and reversal pattern often seen during range-bound conditions. My longer-term wave-based approach remained active over the past few weeks, but what stands out most is that this same framework, originally designed for Bitcoin's high volatility environment, has recently shown stronger consistency when applied to the S&P. That alone highlights how closely Bitcoin has started to mirror traditional market behavior. The asset that once moved independently now behaves far more like a conventional risk market. Yesterday on the 15th, Michael Saylor announced that Strategy had acquired 10,645 Bitcoin for approximately $980 million, at an average price near 92,000. Historically, similar announcements have often aligned closely with short-term market peaks, and once again, price moved lower, toward 85,000 only hours after the news. It increasingly feels as though large purchases no longer create upward pressure, which says a lot about current market structure. On the same day, spot ETF data showed a net outflow of roughly $357 million, with major issuers such as Grayscale, Fidelity, Bitwise, and ARK all contributing. This followed a positive inflow of about $49 million last Friday, just 1 day after Bitcoin reached 94,000. To end on a more constructive note, the medium to longer-term outlook for traditional markets like the S&P remains supportive. In continued strength, there could eventually lift correlated assets such as the Russell and Bitcoin as well. Looking at a chart shared by the Real Plan C on X, Bitcoin's weekly RSI recently dipped into the 25 to 40 oversold zone for only the 6th time in history, a structure similar to conditions seen during the 2020 market shock. At that time, Bitcoin formed a low near an RSI of 35. Currently, RSI has recovered to around 41.5. On a relative basis, the move toward 80,600 matched the severity of that earlier event. Whether price stabilizes here remains to be seen, and I will continue tracking it closely. Join the free Discord for real-time insights. Thanks for leaving a comment, it really helps the channel. Click the like button if you got value from this video. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay updated. And see you in the next one.